So folks, today I just thought I'd do something a little different before I shave. My beard has grown. It's because I've just been busy, that's all. I'm going to shave it right after this show, but until then, I got to show you something I just thought was fascinating. Fascinating. So fascinating that I want to show it to you, okay? This is something wild, man. This is wild. Wow. All right, folks, we got it right here. Here's what happened.
18-year-old was shot during a police gun battle. CBS 2's Vin.
This is what happened. It's a music school, right? They're practicing their pianos and they're playing their instruments, right? And they're getting ready for their lessons, right? And the kid is wiping down the keyboards with a piece of cloth. And in busts an armed robber who's trying to look for a place to hide because the cops are after him. The cops come busting in, looking for the guy, accidentally shoot the kid in the arm. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen, dude. Okay, you ready? I'm going to show it to you. I think you're going to like this one. This is wild. This is wild, dude. Check this out.
In the room where teachers use their bodies to shield students from the gunfire.
The crime scene has been cleared. The police are gone, but the memories of a violent night remain.
What happens to you, you realize
this is wild, man.
The damage is.
Oh my God. Wait. There we go.
By officers and gunfire, injured a 15-year-old intern, Ryland.
It's really overwhelming and emotional, but we're healing.
Barbeau's 5 teachers present that night told him what happened, how the gunman slipped in after a parent was buzzed through a secure door. Shots were first fired in this reception room where teachers shielded a young student.
The teacher in the front took a student and pushed her against the wall, sat on her, and took a table and put it in front of her.
Ryland Wilder was in the room next door, polishing pianos, when the violence moved in his direction. An instructor and a student sheltered in a rehearsal space.
Another teacher took her student into a practice room immediately, closed the door, and covered her up.
In this side room, 3 other teachers would use their bodies to cover 4 other students before escaping out a door they quickly unlocked.
You're proud of them, aren't you?
I'm very proud. Emotional, I'm proud, and I'm thankful.
Barbeau says Wilder is an especially talented young musician and has been a fixture at the school for 2 years. Gunfire severely damaged his left arm and hand.
That was our first #1 focus of understanding what his health was and how can we help.
There is some concern Wilder may be unable to regain full use of his hand. But as they all heal, their hopes for Ryland remain strong.
I know his...
Okay, now we'll see the actual video.
Well, good afternoon. The two sides agreed to settle just as jury selection was about to get underway. The settlement means the now 19-year-old will be getting close to $2 million.
Watch this video, folks.
I'm doing pretty good. Living my life like normal.
In November of 2019, Ryland Wilder was just 15 years old. He was working at a Chicago music shop when a suspected bank robber with a gun.
Look at this! Look at this, dude! The dude runs in with a gun.
Came charging in.
Oh, he's like, where do I go? Where do I go?
And chasing after
Goes to a dead end, right?
him was a Des Plaines.
Oh, that's the kid right there. Now, the cop just came in, right? The cop is already shooting. Right there is where the kid gets shot in the left arm. Watch this. Watch this.
Police officer.
That's wild, dude. Oh my God. Why do I do this to myself? I'm just traumatizing myself. But this is important because this just shows you anything can happen. Anything. Anything can happen. Now, here, I'll run it in slow motion. All right, just a moment. All right, let's try.
Shop when a suspected bank robber
God,
with a
look
gun
at this.
came charging in, chasing
Oh my God, here, we got to do it slower than that. We got to Zapruder film this stuff. Oh my God, that is wild, man. That is wild. Here we go again. Okay, the kid's just straightening up the room, right? He's buffing and polishing the oh my God. Watch it slow.
Living my life like normal.
In November of 2019, Rylan Wilder was just 15 years old. He was working at a Chicago music shop when a suspected bank robber with a gun.
Bank robber! Oh, I didn't know it was a bank robber. Golly, dude. This stuff doesn't happen in real life. No, it only happens on Scooby-Doo, you know what I'm saying?
Came charging in.
Oh my God, that stupid coat. And look, he's got the cash in the left hand. He's got the gun in the right hand, right? But they're on his tail. They're on his tail. The lady at the door, she don't know what's going on.
Chicago music shop when a suspected bank robber with a gun came charging in. Chasing after him was a
Oh, right there! Look, the kid is like, who the frick are you, pal? I just threw away some garbage in the garbage can over there. Now I'm confronted with a policeman with an AR-15.
Plains police.
Boom! Oh, he got him already! Did you see that? His finger flinched. He went, whoops, plah, plah. That's probably how Kennedy got killed. I'm just saying, in my opinion. It was just an accident.
Soft.
Oh! Oh! He had his finger on the C key when his arm got blasted. Bro, I didn't play the slow-mo, man. Listen.
Was a Des Plaines police officer.
Boom! Right there, he got it. Okay, the guy's dead already. Why do you keep shooting, man? You just riddled him with like 16 shots. Here, let's count the shots. Folks, it was just as traumatizing for him as it was for me. It was just as traumatizing for the black guy who was just sent to oblivion. It was just as traumatizing to that lady. It was just traumatizing to anybody who's watching my show right now. I'm not trying to purposely... This is graphic. Okay, watch. Maybe I should have a graphic warning. I'm sorry.
After about 10 shots were fired from a high...
I counted them. Yeah, it was 10 shots, dude. You ready? You ready? Watch. Oh, he's
officer.
God.
29.
He's like, kid, get out of the way, man. Look how fast all that happened.
Rylan Wilder
Oh, he almost tipped over.
was just 15 years old. He was working at a Chicago
This is
music shop
unbelievable.
when a suspected
Whoa!
bank robber
Whoa!
with a gun
Whoa!
came charging in.
Whoa! Whoa!
Chasing after him was a Des Plaines
Whoa! Get out of the way, kid! What the freak?
Police
Ah!
officer.
Damn! Hey man, the guy had to do what he had to do, right? We all have a job, right? We all play a role. He was the cop, and that was the robber. I mean, it's more concrete than a freaking...
After about 10 shots were fired from a high-powered rifle, the suspect, who had already shot an officer, was dead.
Oh, okay, now it makes sense. I'm gonna put it back on. The guy had already shot an officer, so they were fully in the right to go ahead and terminate this fucker. You feel me? Check this out. We're gonna watch the whole thing one more time.
Wilder was just 15 years old. He was working at a Chicago music shop when a suspected bank robber with a gun came charging in. Chasing after him was a Des Plaines police officer. After about 10 shots were fired from a high-powered rifle,
Dude, I couldn't even imagine being a police officer. He's going to replay that every night in his nightmares for the rest of his life. Do you know how hard that
the suspect, who had already shot an officer, was dead. Wilder was also hit.
Whoa! Whoa! Look at this! He's hit! And he's coming back into the room where everybody's hiding out. Everybody's hiding from the madman.
After about 10 shots were fired from a high-powered rifle, the suspect, who had already shot an officer, was dead.
What?
Wilder was also hit. The bullet
God.
tore a hole through his arm. He's had
Oh my God, poor guy.
more than 15
Collateral
surgeries, but still has no feeling in his...
What? Oh. Oh my freaking God, man. I feel bad.
left arm, hand, or fingers.
It's affected my playing a lot.
Before the shooting, Wilder was a very good guitar player. One of the youngest to ever perform at Riot Fest. He can still play, just...
I'm really sad. I know there's a smile on my face, but that's just the tears of a clown. You know what I'm saying? Because...
not at the same level, but music is still very much a part of his life.
oh my God. That's wild, man! Look, he's playing again!
Before today's press conference, Wilder's attorney gave him a guitar signed by the Rolling Stones.
Get
While
the
the guitar
frick
and
outta
money
here,
are nice,
man!
there is still one thing the family wanted, but is not.
I'm gonna cry. Oh. I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. They gave him $2 million and a guitar signed by freaking Keith Richards from the Rolling Stone. I'm going to cry, dude. Oh my God, dude.
Not in the...
Okay, guys.
Make everyone feel a little bit.
That's just one story. Dude, do you know how many stories are up in this mug?
The Cook County State's Attorney...
Look. He was justified.
An armed bank robber who had just shot and grazed a Chicago police officer stormed through a music store.
Wait a minute. He wasn't even in the line of fire. How did he get shot? Come on, man. You should probably see some blood spurting or something, right? That's not what I want to see. I'm just saying, let's slow it down and see how this kid got it.
It happened in an instant. An armed bank robber who had just shot and grazed a Chicago police
That lady don't know what's coming up behind her.
officer stormed
That kid got out of the way just in time.
through a music...
Oh! That was the first shot. Pat! And he got grazed in the left arm, but I don't see how the rifle barrel is even close.
store. Chicago police officer stormed...
Oh my God, that kid is a freaking hero.
through a music
Bam!
store.
Good job, sir, for not shooting any of those nice pianos in there. Oh my God, look at this, man.
That's a Des Plaines police officer firing 10 shots. The bank robber died.
Oh, of course he died. He got shot with 10 rounds of lead up his butt. I didn't see this footage. All the kids are in the back room and they're like freaking out because their music school's getting shot up, dude. This isn't supposed to happen, but I'm just showing you that anything can happen in this universe. Even this.
This second view shows startled music students and Rylan Wilder running for his life after being shot by the Des Plaines police officer.
I get into the other room, and I'm like, man, what's that pain? And I look down, and my shoes are just covered in blood. When the bullet went through, it shattered one of the bones in there.
Wilder has endured more than a dozen surgeries as he struggled to regain movement in his arm and regain his ability to perform on stage. A Cook County State's Attorney review of the shooting now calls it justified. While the fleeing suspect was off camera, lab analysis and an autopsy determined he had turned back toward the officer and raised his weapon. The Des Plaines officer told investigators he simply didn't see the teen, who was also in his line of fire. The review found the angles in the videos support Officer Armstrong's statement that while he was focused to his right, firing at Willis, he did not see Wilder to his left. Thus, there is no credible...
Everything turned out right, dude. Oh my God.
That's what did horrific damage to Ryland's left arm. I mean, it blew a significant hole through Ryland's arm, the muscle, the tissue, arm. I mean, it blew a significant hole through damage to Ryland's left arm. I mean, it blew a significant hole through Ryland's arm, the muscle, the tissue, the blood vessels, the nerves, the veins. So,
plays guitar.
certainly could it have been worse? Yeah, but it was almost as bad bad as it can get for Ryland Wilder.
The state's attorney's office did not inform Ryland Wilder's family of its decision. They found out when the filing was posted online. The family told me last year Des Plaines police never even picked up the phone to check on the condition of the young man one of their officers accidentally shot.
Nothing. Not one.
An intern was accidentally shot by police. This is 15-year-old Ryland Wilder. He was interning at Upbeat Music and Arts in Old Irving Park last month when Des Plaines police just chased a suspected bank robber inside. The bank robber.
Oh, God, they gave him $2 million.
A Chicago teenager mistakenly shot by police won a nearly $2 million settlement. As Fox 32's Joni Lum reports, the teen has who allegedly shot a Chicago.
Folks, here's the part where the rest of the cops come in. Right behind the other cop. They all come in and they all look at it. Check this out.
Chicago police officer stole a car and drove to Chicago, then ran into the shop. A Des Plaines officer fired shots hitting
Look at all those cops
Ryland in the arm and abdomen. His case was
oh my God!
About to go to trial when the city of Des Plaines agreed to pay him $1.9 million in a settlement.
Well, it's affected my playing a lot. I definitely have a lot less dexterity in my hand than I used to when I used to play. So I've had to make a lot of adaptations and just try and figure out new ways to play and new ways to do things.
That there is a feeling of bitterness, but he has such a positive outlook on life, and just even when things are rough or when they're bad, he tries to make the best of it.
Ryland is.
Boom. That's the biggest story I've ever seen, dude. Except for this one. Now look. You think that was bad? Look what we have right in our freaking backyard, man. 2 morons posing as DTE, checking for gas leaks. Murk this guy. They're wearing DTE. They're wearing the glow. They're wearing, and they come in on this guy. The guy wouldn't let him in. Then they came back. And he said, we're checking for gas leaks. Look, that's him!
This court is now in session. The Honorable Laura D. Polizzi presiding.
Thank you. You can be seated.
He's gonna get his ass chewed out. Dude, I hope she chews him. I hope she carves him a new booty hole. I'm just kidding. You know she's gonna do it. I'm just saying, I don't have to hope. You know she's gonna do it. She don't even know what's on her docket yet. She's like, really?
Calling case number 246421, State of Michigan versus Joshua Zuazo.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Joshua Aprilli here on behalf of Mr. Joshua Zuazo. Sir, if you can state your name. Joshua Zuazo.
Thank you. For the
hey, he says you're welcome. Oh, shut the frick up, dude. You just did something so stupid, man. Don't say thank you. He says thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, this is wild, man.
2-1, State of Michigan versus Joshua Zuazo.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Joshua Aprilli here on behalf of Mr. Joshua Zuazo. Sir, if you can state your name. Joshua Zuazo.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What, do you think that's your mom? You're trying to be polite? You're going to jail for the rest of your life. They got all the evidence. They got videos. They got blood evidence. They got DNA. They got gun shells. They got... Man, don't say thank you, dude. Please.
For the people? Pretrial services, Darla February.
Thank you. Okay. Counsel, today's date and time is set for an arraignment.
She goes, the people? What she means is the people of the state of Michigan. She is a prosecutor. Yeah, there's a couple people hanging out, you know, but this is kind of like, why give it any attention at all? It's stupid.
Thank you. Okay. Counsel, today's date and time is set for an arraignment. Mr. Zuazo, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that any testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you.
God, I just want to reach right through the screen, but you can't. Because the screen's only 2D, man. Real life is 3D, dude.
Sir, can you read, write, and understand the English language?
With the time dimension.
And do you see the advice of rights form I'm holding up?
Yes.
Did you review an advice of rights form with your attorney?
Yes,
Okay. Did you understand all the rights contained in the form?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by proceeding with arraignment today, you're waiving the rights contained in this form?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that your signature on the page? Thank you.
Hey, look, they gave this guy something I didn't get when I went to jail. An arraignment. I got no arraignment. I did not have any counsel. I did not have an arraignment. But this guy, he gets counsel, he gets an arraignment, and he gets to sign a little piece of paper that he can read because he has glasses. I didn't.
Sir, I'm going to proceed with arraignment. Sir, do you understand that you are charged with the following counts? Count 1, homicide, felony murder. On or about October 11, 2024, while in the perpetration or attempted perpetration of a robbery, murder 1 Hussein Murray, contrary to MC.
Wait a minute! Look at his eyes. Why is there any confusion? He's like furrowing his eyebrows. He's like fraught with indecision. Why? You know you did it. They had you on camera, the doorbell camera. Bro, come on, man. Don't sit there and act like you had a chance. No, you don't have a chance no more.
L 750.3161B or attempted perpetration of a robbery, murder 1 Hussein Murray, contrary to MCL 750.3.
Why is the confusion in his face?
16.1B. Punishable by up to life without parole.
Punishable up to life without parole. Okay.
Do you understand? Thank you.
What? What?
Do you understand?
What? What is going on?
Thank you. Count 2.
No, here's
unlawful imprisonment. That honor.
That was just the first count. But he gets a fair chance. You can hear in the judge's voice that she's going to do this as fairly as possible. He's getting a fair chance. Remember that, folks. Only in America. You get the fair chance in court. You do. In other countries, you know what they do? They cut your hands off quickly. Without question, one person being a judge, jury, and executioner. Here, we have to be fair, and that is called the justice system. And you got to give everybody a fair chance.
About October 11, 2024, did knowingly.
And then when it's all over and justice has been served, you have to forgive on top of all of that to move on with your life.
Restrain Hussein Murray to facilitate the commission of a robbery, a felony contrary to MCL 750-349B, punishable by up to 15 years and or $20,000. Do you understand?
Whoa, 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 whoa! That's only 15 years and $20,000? Murder too? What?
Understand. Count 3, unlawful imprisonment. On or about October 11, 2024, did knowingly restrain Linda Murray to facilitate the commission of a robbery, a felony contrary to MCL 750-349B, punishable by up to 15 years and or $20,000.
Look in his face how he's trying to justify what his answer is going to be, and his answer is going to be yes in every question.
$1,000. Do you understand?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, sir, do you understand you have a trial, either by judge or by jury, and at that trial you would have the opportunity to call witnesses on your behalf?
Folks, I want to say something very important right now. They did not give me any of this. When I went to jail, this guy's going to prison for the rest of his life, but when I went to jail for 30 days, they didn't give me any of this. I didn't have my own lawyer. I didn't have my rights read to me. I couldn't see the piece of paper that I was signing because I was blind. Nobody told me anything. I didn't have an arraignment. They didn't ask me any questions. I was just put through the system real quick. I guess I got off easy, huh? But justice wasn't served. I think here the competency is that justice will
confront witnesses that have been called against you and to remain silent, and that you are presumed not guilty until proven beyond a reasonable doubt for each and every element of the crime. Witnesses on your behalf. Confront witnesses that have been called against you and to remain silent, and that you are presumed not. You have a trial, either by judge or by jury, and at that trial you would have the opportunity to call witnesses on your behalf, confront witnesses that have been called against you and to remain silent, and that you are presumed not guilty until proven beyond a reasonable doubt for each and every element of the crime. Do you understand your rights? Sir, are you on probation or parole for any other offense? How do you plead as to count 1?
Not guilty.
How do you plead as to count 2?
Not guilty.
How do you plead as to count 3?
Not guilty.
The court will enter the pleas of not guilty on all counts. The court will set a probable cause conference on October 29, 2024 at 10 a.m. and a preliminary exam.
Hey, I didn't get any of this.
Examination is scheduled for November 4th, 2024.
Yes, this is Michigan, folks. This is where 2 people, one of them I think was Hispanic and the other one was a, what do you call them? African American? They robbed a jewelry store and killed him at his house, pretending to be DTE, checking for gas leaks. That's why, man.
At 10 a.m. Anything from pretrial services, if you'd like to approach.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your name for the record?
Darla Finley, Pretrial Services.
Thank you.
The defendant declined to be interviewed by Pretrial Services. Jail records do indicate that he's 39 years old, single male, born in Saginaw. We have a address listed for him as 3511 Monroe Street in Dearborn. There's no information with respect to his employment, education, substance abuse treatment, health concerns, or prescribed medications at this time. We do show that he has extensive criminal history that dates back 2.5 decades.
Oh, extensive history.
Which includes a lengthy history of violence.
Look,
he was recently discharged from
I just want to tell you something. That guy over there, right there, that wild man right there in the glasses, right above the Twitch, he likes to be that way. He flaunts it. He wants to be a bad, dirty monster. Because the badder, the better. Is this all sinking in for you? Some people are born and bred for excellence. Some people are born and bred for success. Some people are born and bred to be heroes. But some people are born and bred to be demons. That man right there, so far, seems to me, he lived his life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to turn to when the rain set in.
On 8/16 of 2022.
God, stop looking so confused. Doesn't that make you mad how he's standing there looking confused? It just makes me mad. Be yourself.
He does have a history of failure to appear. He has other...
He should be smiling. Is he smiling? Oh, he's not smiling.
Out of the 25th District Court and the 23rd District Court.
Mr. Grumpy Pants, do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Clemens records didn't indicate
go to
no prior contacts involving the police between the defendant and alleged victims. They appeared to be strangers. As the police report did not indicate any known tie.
Folks, if you only know what that guy did. They pretended to be DTE, which is Detroit Energy, checking for gas leaks. They came up to the house once. The guy would not let him in. Mr. Murray would not let them in. They came back like hours later, and they did it again. This time, the wife answered. They took Mr. Murray downstairs in the basement. They tied him up and put duct tape all around his head. And then I can't tell you what they did after that to him. It doesn't matter if they got any money or not. Mr. Murray was a fine, upstanding citizen of the community. He owned a jewelry store. Nobody deserves that. They even took the missus upstairs, wrapped her head up with duct tape. But she lived. Mr. Murray did not live.
Given the seriousness of the Whiffen offense, taking into consideration the random allegations surrounding this matter, the defendant's violent criminal history, prior contacts with police, unknown information pertaining to his residence, employment, physical and mental health, the primary concern as it relates to bond is the safety of the community. At this time, there aren't any conditions or combinations of conditions to assure the defendant's appearance in court or mitigate...
Wait. Hold on. Is he in shackles? I don't see no handcuffs on the guy.
The danger to the community at large. Therefore, we are respectfully recommending that bond be denied as he meets the eligibility for MCR 6.106B.
Thank you. And can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that any testimony you have given is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay. Comments as to bond?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Zuazo is 39 years old, Your Honor. He's also a father. He has a 7-month-old daughter, a 4-year-old son, and also a 22-year-old son.
Not anymore.
He resides locally in Dearborn. Additionally, Your Honor, prior to his arrest on this matter, he was working. He was employed, I believe, full-time with Delray Cement out of Detroit. He had been
not anymore.
Working there for about 6 to 7 months, stable employment. In fact, this is to my knowledge, based on my conversations with my client, was at the time of his
I bet you Toby knows him.
arrest, he was on the job site actually. So he was actually in the community still locally, going to work. Additionally, I basically got now my conversations with
That's the only thing a man can do is go to work, dude.
my client. I don't believe there was any resistance to the police. He was brought into custody without any incident. Additionally, Your Honor, he was born in Saginaw, Michigan. He spent his almost an entire life here in Southeast Michigan.
You can see his whole life flashing before his eyes, dude. But he's not guilty yet. So I can't say, you dirty, rotten, scoundrel bastard. They might have the wrong guy. They actually might have the wrong guy. That's why we do it this way. That's why we do it this way, man. They might have the wrong guy. They might. Could be possible, man.
He's not on probation, as he previously indicated to the court. He's not on parole. Again,
anything is possible. Anything is possible, folks. I got to tell you that. Anything is possible in this universe. If our universe exists, then anything is possible.
Previously indicated to the court. Considering all of these, Judge, and again, I obviously understand the very severity and seriousness of these charges. However, given that he does have strong community ties, we're asking for a cash bond in this matter. Any applicable terms and conditions the court would feel necessary to ensure he return to court and, of course, to keep the community safe.
Ow! Kool-Aid guy comes busting through the wall. I don't think so.
Thank you. Okay, in terms of bond, the court is required to comply with MCL 6.106. The purpose of bond is to ensure that the defendants appear in court for all necessary court appearances and to take into consideration the public safety. In this matter, bond will be denied.
Yeah! Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. You stupid head. Boo, boo. Boo, boo. Your bail is denied.
Pursuant to 6.106B and F. It is obvious that these charges are very serious. This court has a concern about the public safety, and this court does have concern about a flight risk. Thank you.
You stupid moron.
Anything else?
Oh, we want a cash bond of $2,000, please. Yay!
Nothing further, Judge.
Thank you.
You're fucked. You're so fucked. What did he ask?
Nothing further, Judge.
Thank you.
He goes, what's now? What's now? What's now? Whoa. What's now? Is they're going to carve you a new booty?
Thank you.
Thank you,
booty juice.
Anything else?
Nothing further, Judge.
Thank you.
All rise. Court is now in recess.
You go to jail. Bye. That guy's life is over, man. Oh my God. So, folks, this is wild. This is wild, man. Look at this.
Then ran into the shop. A Des Plaines officer fired shots hitting Rylan in the arm and abdomen. His case was about to go to trial when the city of Des Plaines agreed to pay him $1.9 million in a settlement.
Well, it's affected my playing a lot.
That's wild, man. Golly, this is just the morning. What time is it? Oh my God, it's not the morning. Dude. What the frick? Family of teenager files lawsuit.
Christopher Willis led Des Plaines police officers on a chase to Old Irving Park. It ended with a shootout in this music studio. Willis was shot and killed, but bullets also hit Ryland Wilder, who was interning at the studio. His family's lawsuit contains text messages from that night between...
That's wild, man. So, folks, I just wanted to show you what's wild. Because I'm a wild and crazy guy. I know you hate my beard. I know you do. I hate it too. But next time you see me, I probably won't have a beard. But maybe I will. Maybe I'll go with it. And I'll be just like that guy from the Doobie Brothers, Mr. McDonald. Minute by minute by minute. I'll keep holding on. From the Doobie Brothers. What other songs do they got? I love that song, man. Minute by minute by minute by, I'll keep holding on. Does anybody know what time it is? Does anybody care? I'll be back soon, folks. I love entertaining you. We'll be right back.